You've probably seen the signs all over the place, downtown, around Midtown, and the plaza.
Now take note, these are the areas that are going to be shut down for tomorrow's Kansas City Marathon. It's an annual event that brings thousands of people to our city.
It is really cool. And this morning, 41 Action News reporter Charlie Keegan explains the extra steps police are taking to keep the runners and their support teams safe. They've got to think about this stuff, right, Charlie?
So much to consider when you have a huge event like this, Lindsay. And of course, you've seen the typical barricades like this, the road closure signs, the detours. But new this year, the police department will take utility trucks and dump trucks from the city and put them at intersections like this, particularly around the finish line here or the start line, where the most amount of people gather, and use those trucks as barricades. Now, the police department here in Kansas City actually used this same technique for the first time back in September during a protest downtown. And that protest was shortly after the attack in Charlottesville, Virginia, where a man drove a car into a crowd and actually killed one person. But on race day here in Kansas City, on Saturday, expect about nearly 200 police officers from the traffic unit out on the marathon route. The police department says that the changes this year are well thought out and will be obvious.
The nice part about this is we don't get a call from the Secret Service and say, hey, 3 days from now the president's coming in. We have time to prepare for this, which helps us out a lot. And again, we've been doing this a long time.
And the marathon's been happening for a long time. We're in 30-plus years, and a lot of the runners we spoke with said that they just focused on running and finishing the race. They're confident that the police department will have the security set up and in place. If you're wondering, the race starts at 7:05 tomorrow morning, about 24 hours away. And we have a whole link to the exact map of the marathon route that you can look up on our website, kshb.com. Reporting live in downtown, I'm Charlie Keegan for 41 Action News Today.
Charlie, thanks. And here's a look at that route that Charlie was talking about. You not only find it online, we're going to show you a little bit right here. The race will take runners near the Sprint Center, the Plaza, even Westport. That means, of course, several roads are going to be closed like Charlie just showed you. You can see the full maps, of course. KSHP. Check them out, because if you're headed downtown tomorrow, this will save you some headaches.
Yeah, don't be one of those folks honking because you're stuck.
Wait, I didn't know.
You've been warned. There's the map. So this year, there's a lot of new things to look forward to as well. First, the course is now reversed. The way runners can tackle the hardest hills in the first half of the race, that is making the last half much easier. That's a great idea. The expo will now be held at Union Station, and you do need to pick up your packet because you won't be able to do that tomorrow morning before the race. This is free, open to the public from 11 to 8 today, the packet pickup. Parking for the expo is free in the Union Station garage west of the building. Just let the parking attendant know. If you want more information, you can also download the updated KCM app. It's a marathon app, and it has new features too. And by the way, the streetcar will be running early tomorrow morning to help people get to the marathon. Service starts at 5:30. 90 minutes earlier than normal on a Saturday. The streetcar says free parking will be available in 2 lots on the east side of 7th and Main.